Hey guys, so this is gonna be with Naruto's full Uzumaki part 1. We're just gonna go straight to this. So, yeah. We start our story off with a boy. We see him. He has red hair. He has bright blue eyes. And he's wearing a jumpsuit. It was red and black. He had a symbol on his back. It was a swirl. And it was red as well. As we see the kid, he was falling into a ravine. Stupid pervy sage! Why would he throw me down here? He thought. He tried to grab on to the wall, but he failed. He cut his hand, and well, he lost an eye. He screamed. He was missing an eye. He didn't know what was happening. As he was holding his eye, he was falling to his death. He quickly did the hand signs for the summoning jutsu. It was the jutsu that he was learning from the man he called Prairie Sage earlier. As he did it, he summoned a tiny frog which quickly disappeared. No, he thought, I'm gonna die. As he couldn't believe it. He saw the ground. As he saw the ground, he thought of something. He quickly took off his jacket and he threw it through the ground as it touched one of the spikes and it got caught. As he decided to throw a few kunais at it, he got caught in the spikes where the holes that the kunais had went through. As he put wires through the kunais before he threw them, so he grabbed onto the wires and it stopped him from falling. He didn't reach his death. He survived. Who this child was? He was Naruto Uzumaki. He almost died because of that. He grabbed on to the string that just saved his life. As he let go, he fell down. He hit his back onto the water. It was knee deep. As he got up, he took off the rest of, what was left of his shirt. As he started to walk around, he walked all the way to the other side of the cave. Ravine. As it started to get dark, he felt like he was walking for hours. When he fell down here, it was probably late morning, maybe early afternoon. Now the sun's starting to set. It might be around, 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. He didn't know. He's been walking around for so long. He kept walking. The pain in his eyes disappeared a long time ago. His hand, he looked at it through his one eye. He saw that it looked healed, kind of. He started to keep walking. As he saw that it was dark, he grabbed a glow stick out of his pouch as he turned it on. He kept walking and walking. He continued until he found a cave. He went inside of it. It started to rain. Stupid pervy sage, throwing me down a mountain. What was his entire plan? Just to kill me? Maybe he was just like all the rest of the villagers. They all hated me. But at least he took me to have a good time before I died, he thought. He didn't pay for my ramen, he just ran away. What's the point of paying for a dead guy anyways? Why should I even worry about the money? I'm gonna die here. There's nothing to eat or drink. All this water is dirty. he thought. Maybe if it rained, he would have something to drink. He could drink the rainwater, but what would he eat? Maybe there's something down here that I could eat, but maybe there's nothing down here. I think didn't want anything to attack him. He was kind of weak right now. He sighed. He continued walking. He went around to the cave as he saw a light. A light, he thought. He started running to the light, but it seemed as the light was going farther and farther away from him. Once he reached it, it was a door, but it was no ordinary door. It was made out of rocks. The door was very huge. It looked triple his size in every way possible. As he saw a handle. Okay, so this is very strange. There's a gigantic door in this ravine, so let's open it, he thought. As he grabbed the handle, he tried pulling and pulling and pulling. Eventually, it opened. It swung open with so much force it set him back. He got up and he looked around. He saw light. What could be there, he thought as he walked in. As he walked in, he couldn't believe what he saw in front of him. There were weapons. He saw so many weapons. He also saw a red line. And on the line were a bunch of swirls. As he saw a giant symbol. It was like the symbol that he had on his back, but it was blue instead of red. As he walked there, he walked over the line, and then all the light turned red. What, he thought as he passed out. He woke up. He rubbed his head. What was that, he thought. He got back up. He opened his one eye because he was missing an eye. As he started looking around, he saw weapons, a lot of them, but all of them had the same symbol on them. It was a swirl. As he then kept walking and walking till he found a book. He opened the book and he said, Uzumaki clan history. As he saw it, he was surprised. As it said, my name is Yagura. I am the grandchild of Ashura, was the child of the Sage of Six Paths. I made the Uzumaki clan. This clan will have a lot of traits. I have a bloodline, and I also have red hair. This bloodline gives me the ability to regenerate faster, and I also have the ability to seal things a lot more better. And I have chains that are made of chakra. I call them uzumaki chains. I also have the ability to sense people. I could even sense their emotions. I could tell if they're lying or not. I could tell if they wanted to hurt me or not. I decide. The Uzumaki clan and the Sage of Six Paths. This Ashura guy. What is this, he thought. Naruto kept reading and reading. If you have come here, and you were able to open this door, you will be my successor. You are the reincarnation of my grandfather, Ashura Uzusuki. and said, "What? I'm the reincarnation of Ashura. I'm Naruto's uzumaki," he thought. As he was thinking of this, the lights immediately turned red, as then he started to hurt. As he looked at the book one more time, "I also have one more ability. This might be my strongest ability. If not, it is. I can turn it into a dragon. I can start to grow scales and wings. I can fly. That's my special ability. I also have the ability to summon dragons. Whoever has opened this door, you also have this ability. Now, goodbye." The reincarnation of my grandfather said, as then Naruto hunched over as something grew from his back. He could feel his skin tearing as something ripped through his skin, ripped through his body. He looked at his hands. He saw something ripping out of the skin. He saw there were scales, and he saw the shadow of 2 huge wings. He saw he grew claws. "What is this?" he thought, as he passed out. Once he woke up, he saw his hand. There were small scales around them. He could see. He looked around to his back, and what horrified him, he saw 2 huge wings that were red, and he had a tail. Naruto screamed. He couldn't believe this. He started to calm down, but when he looked at his hands, he touched his eye. He had it again. He had 2 eyes again. He ran out. He looked into a puddle of water. What he saw shocked him even more. He couldn't believe it. He had 2 eyes again. His left eye was normal, but his right, well, it was not the same anymore. His pupil was red, while the rest of it was completely black. They both had slits in them. Naruto was so shocked. He didn't understand. How could this have happened? Is he really the reincarnation of this Ashura guy? He didn't know. He didn't understand what was happening at all. He just decided to, leave. As he thought, maybe I can get out of here by using my wings, he thought. As he tried to move them, he saw that they moved, and it caused all the air to blow back. Wow, he thought, I must be pretty cool. As he ran really fast as he can. He walked onto the water. It was already morning again. As he started to fly into the air, and he flew out. He then saw Pervy Sage, the guy who was supposed to teach him, but instead threw him off a cliff. Now Naruto, he was gonna get revenge on this guy. He was gonna beat him up. As he saw him, Naruto flew through the sky. As he landed, "Hey you, Pervy Sage, why would you throw me down a cliff and try to kill me?" Naruto yelled at him. Jiraiya looked at him. He was shocked. He couldn't believe it. Naruto actually survived? You're alive? What happened to you? I can't believe. How'd you survive? Are you okay? He asked. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Look at me. I have 2 wings, and I have a tail. I don't know why I have a tail, and I have scales growing off my arms. Do you know how much that hurt? Naruto said, and because of you, look. He put his hand up. there was a scar on his hand, and he pointed at his eye. I lost my eye, and I cut my hand. Look, there's a scar, Naruto yelled at him. And yes, there was a scar on his hand. That's how deep it was, but it was already healed. Naruto, I'm so sorry for throwing you off that cliff, Jiraiya said. Okay, fine, I'll forgive you. But now you have to buy me so much ramen that you'll go bankrupt, Naruto thought. Okay, now you have to pay me back. Yes, I know, I'll train you even better than before. Yeah, what? No, yeah, I actually want ramen. Forget your training. You threw me off a cliff. Why would I want to train with you? Naruto said. Trust me, Naruto. I will not throw you off a cliff. Well, I'm not going to waste my time learning that stupid Tojutsu or whatever it was. Okay, Naruto said. And he pointed at him with his hand that he had a scar on. Okay. So, Naruto, what happened to you down there? Jiraiya said. He was more serious now. Okay, so when I went down there, I was falling until I thought of an idea. So I threw my jacket down, I threw some kunais, and, well, that's basically it. Okay, I don't understand what that has to do with anything, but I guess that's how you survived. I don't understand it. I'll try to figure it out. I'm smart and you're dumb. Yeah, I know, Naruto said. Wait, did you just call me dumb, he said? You really are dumb. Okay, so you survived like that by throwing your jacket? I don't understand, but whatever. So, how did you get those wings? What happened? Well, I started to walk around down there, and eventually I found a cave, and I saw 2 doors. They were really big. They're like 3 times my size in every single way. Eventually, I opened them, and it was pretty crazy what I found inside. I found a place that had the uzumaki swirl, and they had so many weapons. That's that as he started thinking of one of the weapons, and then poof. One of the weapons that he was thinking about appeared right in his hands. What? Naruto said. He looked at his wrist. He saw some type of seal. Jiraiya was also confused. How'd that happen? He thinks. Okay, so Naruto, I'll ask you about the sword in a few seconds. Just continue what you were saying. Well, I saw a bunch of these weapons, and these were one of the weapons. I was just thinking about it, Naruto said. Okay, Naruto, think about another weapon you saw. Okay, Naruto said, as he thought about another one. Poof, it appeared in his hands. Was that the weapon you were thinking of? Jiraiya asked. Yes, it was, Naruto said. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that you can summon anything there. Here, he said. Huh. Okay, that's pretty cool, Naruto said. So, tell me what you were saying. Okay, so, I figured out that there's an Uzumaki clan, and this guy, he said that he was the grandson of this guy named Ashura. He said that that guy was the son of the Sage of Six Paths, and that's what he said. And he also said that he created the Uzumaki clan, and he had some abilities where he can grow chains from his back, heal himself, and he could sense people. He said that he was good with sealing or something like that. He also said that he could become into a dragon. He also said whoever can do this, like me, or can go inside here, is the reincarnation of his grandfather, Naruto said. Oh, that was a lot of sense, Jiraiya said. Yeah, okay. So, what are we gonna do? Naruto asked. Okay, so we're gonna try to train you to beat that Neji kid, but we also need to figure out how you can hide those skills of yours. Did he say anything about that? Naruto said Nothing. No, he said nothing about that. Prairie Sage, Naruto said. Okay, so I'll look into that a bit more. Dry said. Okay, bye, Prairie Sage, Naruto said as he ran away. He was gonna go train some more into the forest and hide. He didn't want anyone to find him. Just stay there so no one can find you. Okay, Naruto? Yeah, got it, Naruto said back. Okay, so that will be the end. What if Naruto was a full Uzumaki, part 1. Hopefully you guys liked that, It was pretty nice. So please like, subscribe, and share, Okay, bye.